Well, that was beyond cool. There goes the bus. I expect he's probably going to turn left as opposed to turning right. Waiting to find out. Yep, he sure is. I didn't know if that would be an option for him or not. You know, because I know they're GPS tracks, so maybe I thought maybe they might be expected to, you know, do everything that they're supposed to do, but I was his only passenger. Yeah, your transportation tax dollars at work right there. Yeah, I was absolutely his only passenger. I thought that was wild. Pulled up, empty bus. I'm like, whoa. Swiped my card, paid my $2.25, and got quite the VIP treatment out here at the park and ride. So I haven't videoed this. I got a little extra hang time, so I thought I would. And we got restrooms that don't look like they're publicly available anymore. It looks like you need a card to enter. It used to be public restrooms here. Bike racks, in case you want to ride a bike here. And I think that's a security office there. And see a few cars parked here. So not quite sure what to think of the vehicles that are parked here, because there's only one more bus that services this. Only one more bus that services this, and that's the one that leaves at 6:11. And I'm usually the only one that gets off at this stop on that one. Usually everybody else on that one, the other like 3 people, continue north 1 more mile on 79th Avenue to the Desert Sky Park and Ride, which is at the Desert Sky Mall, formerly known as the Westridge Mall. I wonder what this guy's doing. I think he's just lost. Yeah, I think that guy is just straight up lost. Did I say the date and time? I'm not sure if I did. When I started this video, it was straight up 6 o'clock. It is Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. And I know I'm walking the wrong way. Oh yeah, that guy was lost. He just went in there as a spot to turn around, which is, well, I guess at least he didn't turn into the bus area, so that's all right. Now, it did occur to me that it's possible that some of these people that are using the park and ride are got on the bus there and are riding the 17. I find that highly unlikely. It's also possible, and I've seen this done at park and rides before, it's also possible that those people are carpooling with coworkers, and that they just meet here at the park and ride, and then they all ride in one vehicle on the carpool lane entrance off 79th Avenue to you know, downtown or wherever. That makes sense. So I figured since it's daytime, I would come get a better look at this little random remaining piece of agricultural property here. It's kind of neat. We got a little farmhouse or whatever you'd call it. Pretty nice, but you know, older house there. And yeah, definitely we got some horses, and there's somebody there. Shed with a big old ride-on lawnmower and giant pit barbecue thing going on in there. This is neat. Talk about an oasis in the city. Huh. I would imagine this guy is just waiting for the right developer offer to just make an absolutely obscene profit on this property. Or it's also, and I'm just hypothesizing here, it's I wonder if that guy's lost, or maybe that's one of the carpool type things I described. Let's see where they go. Carpools and best patron parking only. Oh, I didn't realize that this is actually encouraged to be used for carpooling, which apparently is what that guy's doing. So that's neat. I didn't realize that it was actually encouraged to use that lot for carpooling. I had no idea. It's actually pretty neat. It just occurred to me that would be a good use for it. That makes some sense. I love these things here. The cattle ramp for loading livestock onto trucks and trailers. it makes me homesick for eastern Wyoming. Growing up, I spent quite a bit of my time in the Douglas, Wyoming and around there area. Wow, those are some cool-ass old trucks, especially the one on the right. Yeah, sometimes I grew up around this kind of stuff, and sometimes I really miss it. Teenage days, spent baling hay and feeding horses, and I was just walking around, looking at all the animals. Some cows in there too. Neat. Some tractors. So it did occur to me that it's possible that whoever owns that or whoever is there could have it on a lease. That it's possible it's already been purchased by a developer, investor, and they're just leasing it to them until they can get the right offer. Who knows? I mean, I guess I could, if I'm that curious, I could look at land property records, but yeah, not that mentally invested in knowing what's up with the funny little farm type property off 79th Avenue in McDowell. But it does fascinate me that it's there. The Amazon building looks so intensely huge from here. I mean, it is intensely huge, but even with this wider aspect ratio, it's kind of hard to see, and I don't even know how well y'all can hear me because I got wind, so I might be getting wind noise, and then I got all the traffic noise of I-10. So I'm sure I've mentioned it before. There's tentative plans to run light rail down the middle of I-10, and there is actually an underpass directly under me for it. I have serious doubts that it'll be built in my lifetime. I want to say that it'll ever be built, but I'm optimistic. Never say never. I do often wonder how prohibitively expensive car ownership and gas needs to become before people start realizing that wow, there's other options to driving. But as my vlog has clearly shown, most of the other options to driving suck for one reason or another. like this. Whoa! Almost lost my balance there. There's not a lot of space to step when you step through that fence, and I'm mostly stepping in garbage. So I could walk down, balance on the cement, or kind of hike down that and hope I don't land on that scary ass sharp rebarb. My nightly obstacle course here. And you can see from all the footprints that most people opt to go this direction. So I think now's a good time to talk about the scooter. And by the way, I feel like I should be trying to time getting to work like this more often. I mean, yeah, it's kind of wasting more of my day at work than I need to, but I really do enjoy having the hang time that I had yesterday to just kick back in the break room. I found a spot where I could plug in my phone and charge it there, and that was a good thing. Able to use the Wi-Fi, although their Wi-Fi does have limitations on it. The only one I've noticed so far is that I can't leave comments on YouTube videos, which is weird. So people are wondering why I'm not responding to their comments as often these days. That's part of it. I mean, I can always just connect to their Wi-Fi, get on my 4G, leave the comment, and then reconnect to the Wi-Fi. But that is a lot of hassle to leave a YouTube comment, to put it mildly. I always tell myself, by the way, I'm trying to walk across the field. As you can see, it's plowed and it's some pretty rough walking. But last time I did this, it was dark, so I figured I'd give it a shot in the light. And now that I see how bad it is, it's like, yeah, there's a reason I don't normally come this way. Although, if I did this every day and made a point to always step in the same spot, I'd probably end up packing down a bit of a trail. So, there's the building I work at. It's at this point I'm close enough that it doesn't. Oh no! With the wider aspect ratio, if I hold it just right, I can get the whole thing in the screen. Yeah, if I was shooting in 16:9, it would be cropping out. Still not sure what to think about shooting video with this Samsung phone. I still do not have a SIM card in it, still don't have service on it. I haven't associated any of my my Google accounts with it, although I probably will. I got a little hang time before I go into work since I'm here early. I'm going to try to see if I can associate the account that the one that I created to apply for the Amazon contract driving position, or the position, you know, driving with that contractor. I forget, LCM Logistics, I think they were called. That account that I had to create for that. Initially, I created that account on my Samsung Note 5, the one that was stolen from me at Wander Inn. Yeah, I created that account on that phone. I was able to remember the login, so I was able to get on that account. When I got my NUU Obama phone, which was my second Obama phone, I was able to associate that account with that phone. Although I feel like I got that phone, I got that second Obama phone before I lost. Oh man, now it's like, this is what happens. My memories over time get kind of jumbled. Trying to remember which came first, which happened first. Me losing the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 to some thief, or me getting the NUU Obama phone as a freebie. I really don't remember. I think at one point I had that account associated with both phones. I'm pretty sure that's a thing that's possible to do with Google. Anyway, yeah, I think I don't have that account associated with any device right now. Although I do have my Gmail on my iPhone tied into that particular Gmail, which is important. I do get some pretty important emails on that. Mostly it's spam from job recruiting websites, but I do sometimes get some important emails on that, and I get emails from Amazon on that. Although I did put my regular Gmail address into my Amazon A to Z app, so I actually get oh, the wall here. I actually get I get those emails on both my Gmails. So, so there's something else I was going to say about that. Anyway, yeah, I want to associate that with it. I've also got that particular Google Drive. I've got that. I've got that one in my also in my iPhone. I've got it tied into my Google Drive. But anyway, may as well get that tied to this phone. I got a feeling I'm probably, when I get my SIM card from TrueConnect, I'm probably going to put it in this phone. Wasn't what I was planning to do, but it's sometimes things just sort of work out like that. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the scooter. I guess I got a little bit of time I can do that. The bird scooters. So, yeah, so I saw that bird as I was going to do my laundry, saw it as I was coming back, and I did. I took it. It cost about $5 for the trip, which, you know, $5. It's not as cheap as, you know, free on my bus card, but not break at the bank either. And it got me to the light rail so much faster than, I mean, just exponentially faster than walking, my usual of walking to 44th Street, waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the 44th Street bus, and then riding the 44th Street bus. When I got off work, now Bird has this thing where they only let you see available scooters within a certain proximity of where you are, which I would imagine they do that just so people who are against scooters, or people who, you know, just whatever, people might have bad ideas, so people can't look in various markets and count how many scooters are there, just to kind of protect Bird's, you know, business practices and privacy. And I respect that, but I kind of needed to know, as I was heading out yesterday, I needed to know, heading home from Amazon, and I didn't shoot any video on the way home because I was just physically exhausted. I was the pallet man last night. I will explain that in my next video, or at least I'll try to remember to do that. But kind of looking forward to being the pallet man again today. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if that's what the shift supervisors for my department think is a good idea, I'm all on board, and I'll probably actually suggest it when I get there. And if they just have me come on as water spider, I might just kind of gravitate towards doing that anyway. As you know, to a point, I'm a pretty self-driven person, and they put me in an area, and I can kind of pick and choose to a point, you know, what I want to do. And if I just let everybody else stand around waiting for pallets to be marked as to their destination, if I decide to keep busy moving pallets as opposed to just standing there waiting, I can't imagine any supervisor type person complaining that I'm actually, you know, staying driven and working as opposed to standing around and waiting. So I said I was going to explain that in that next video, and I'm just here explaining it now. Go me. Anyway, I was wanting to explain what happened with my scooters, or with the Bird scooter. So yeah, it was amazing riding it. Nice quick run down, quick, comfortable. The weather was so beautiful. Running down as I'm walking backwards, wasting whatever advantage I got of walking across the field. That's fine. I don't want to get around the people by the outside smoking area, and I want to keep shooting video and sharing this information with y'all. But yeah, I went to so I got on it at 48th Street, about halfway between about Holly Street, more or less, and just rode it in the bike lane straight south down 48th Street to Washington. Turn left on Washington. I did use I really wanted to shoot video, but I just had no power on the Obama phone, or no power on the iPhone, and no space on the Obama phone. But yeah, I turned left, used the sidewalk on the north side, and then I parked it on the sidewalk because I know from being a juicer that Valley Metro does not like rental scooters left on the train platforms, which makes sense. It's not posted there. They really should post that there, and it's not mentioned anywhere in the Bird app, but it's just something that I've experienced. As far as when I was a juicer, I often saw the security people trying to roll the limes off the platform, and sometimes I kind of seem to make their day by coming up and being like, "Hey, I'm here to charge them, so you know I can, you know, don't worry about that. No, that's actually my job, and thanks for letting me know you don't want them here." So they seem to appreciate me. But anyway, so I parked it like right across from the crosswalk from 50th Street Station. Walked onto 50th Street Station. I mean, just within moments, I want to say within a minute of me getting there, train rolled up, and boom, I was on my way downtown, and got off. Just did more or less the exact same thing you saw me do today. Hit Fry's, hit groceries, walk to wait for the I-10 West Rapid bus. There were other passengers on it yesterday, though. Not a lot. I think there may be 3 people other than myself. But yeah, that was great, and it was just, I'm like, wow, I want to do this every day. So I'm riding back early this morning after I get off work, and it was kind of frustrating to me because of the proximity thing with the Bird app and showing you what available scooters there are. I couldn't see if there was still a scooter near 50th Street Station. And even at Gateway Community College, I still wasn't close enough for the app to show me that, which, you know, I didn't want to ride all the way to 50th Street Station to find out that nothing there and then have to wait for the train to backtrack to 44th Street, potentially missing the Route 44 to take me home and prolonging my trip home. I was absolutely physically exhausted. I mean, I could have shot video. I didn't, just because I was so freaking tired. Being the pallet man is physically demanding, and it wore me out. But as soon as I got home, I fell asleep pretty quick. So that's a good thing. I slept well. But anyway, yeah. Even at the station at Gateway Community College, I still couldn't see if there was an available scooter there. So by the time I got to 44th Street Station, I'm just like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to take my bus, because you know, I know that'll get me there. And of course, one of the main reasons I wanted to take that scooter was not only just kind of how that compared, you know, riding that back at 48th Street, how that compared to, you know, and of course I could ride it a whole lot closer to home than the 44th Street bus gets me. But just kind of see, you know, how that was. But I was also thinking, well, that would be great if I park it near my home. Then when I get up in the afternoon, like a couple hours ago, I'd have a scooter just, you know, half block away from my home waiting for me, and that would be awesome too. Anyway, what actually happened, since I still hadn't been able to see, I actually stepped off the train at the platform at 44th Street, and I refreshed the Bird app again as I was stepping off, and then it showed me that scooter was right where I left it, with a decent amount of charge on its battery. And fortunately I had just enough time to jump back, and I'm sure that made the driver of the train nervous and like, what the fuck is that guy doing? But I was able to jump back on the train and ride it on up to the next station, which is 50th Street Station, and hop on the scooter. Not particularly a comfortable ride. It was really nippy, and adding the wind chill of riding 17 miles per hour, just burr. I ended up tying my hoodie tight to my face. I haven't tied the strings on a hoodie since I think I was in high school. Talk about a forgotten motor skill. That was, and of course I'm trying to balance a scooter at the same time, so yeah, that was awkward. But I was just getting, the wind was going, the hoodie was acting like a scoop and just funneling that cold air into my shirt, and it was uncomfortable, to put it mildly. And my hands, like, just my hands on the hand grips with the wind going across them, were getting stupid numb. I mean, by the time I got a little bit north of Van Buren, I'm like, yeah, I can't handle this. And I stopped for a moment, and I'm, you know, being charged with a minute, so of course that made the ride more expensive, but whatever. I stopped for a moment, got my Amazon work gloves out of my bag. Oh God, and I hope they're in the bag. I'm not sure if I don't recall putting them back in the bag. Got my, well, I can always get more from the PPE machine, I hope. But yeah, I put them on, and that helped. But yeah, kind of chilly to the point it wasn't so comfortable, and it ended up like, sometimes things work out really well. It's just like a win-win-win situation. But this was a lose all the way around. It was not a comfortable ride. It was freaking cold. I had this awkward thing of stepping off the train and then stepping back on, because I wasn't able to use the Bird app to verify that there was a scooter waiting there for me until absolutely the last possible second. And then the geofencing, for about a block north of 48th Street, it slowed me down to 5 miles per hour. Even though I'm in the spot that, according to the map, I should be able to ride, yeah, the GPS was assuming that I was outside it, so it slowed me way down. Now, once I got about a block north, and that's kind of a long block, it did speed back up again. Thank God. Because I was just about to the point of like, damn, I guess I need to park it. And then I was thinking, well, I can't park. If I'm in a geofence zone, it's going to tell me I can't park it here. So then, you know, where the hell am I going to park it? I'm going to have to go into this little neighborhood that I don't live in to the east. You know, the neighborhood that's just north of McDowell. I'm going to have to actually ride into the neighborhood and then backtrack on foot because of this stupid geofencing. Anyway, once I got a little bit north of that side street that turns into that neighborhood, it sped back up again, and it was a pleasant ride from there on up to Oak, which is where I parked it. But yeah, I checked the time when I got home, and it didn't get me home any faster than taking the 44th Street bus would have been. So no time savings, massive time savings riding it to work, but no time savings using it to get home. And the final lose in that situation was when I got to when I woke up this afternoon. One of the first things I did was I checked the Bird app to see if that scooter was right there in the green belt, like at Oak, and it was gone. There was another one that I mentioned, I think I mentioned yesterday, that was also walking distance away from me in some apartments at about 48th and Thomas. But where it was showing it on the map, it looked like there was a possibility somebody might have that scooter inside their apartment. And that's something I used to encounter that frustrated the shit out of me. Because it very much says in the app you can't do that, but people fucking do it anyway. Because, yeah, what are they going to do to stop a person from doing it? But, yeah, the person... And hey, maybe if I'd have done that with the scooter I had, I would have actually had a scooter to ride to work this afternoon. Yeah, I don't blame the people for doing it. I mean, it makes sense why they do it. As there's a chance that you come out, the scooter's not going to be there when you need it, like it wasn't there for me today. And the scooter rental companies really don't go out of their way to have them, there's no kind of system in the scooter rental apps to let the juicers know, hey, I'm going to need one at this location tomorrow. Can you please serve some there? So they're waiting for me. And along 48th Street is not an area they serve. They serve them in Old Town. They serve them in Central Tempe. So yeah, it occurred to me that I really didn't want to walk in that direction to find that the scooter was locked in somebody's apartment, and then I was roughly a mile in the wrong direction to get on the bus I needed to get here, because that would have sucked. Anyway, wow, I've rambled for 27 minutes. I should wrap this up, go inside, try to get this phone associated with my LCM Google account, and eat. Oh, by the way, I checked all my pockets on the bus here, and EBT card is nowhere to be found. I'm crossing my fingers that maybe I dropped it in my bed while I was transferring everything from the pockets of the pants I wore yesterday to these clean pants I'm wearing today. So hopefully. If not, I'm sure there's a procedure of me contacting DES. Hopefully I can do it online to get it replaced. But, oh, that sucks. Anyway, thanks for coming with me on the walk. Hope you all enjoy on the higher resolution, wider aspect video.